The German filmmaker Werner Herzog once said that the world reveals itself best to those who travel on foot. Hello, I am Sindhu. Welcome to CET 93 FM. No activity combines the joys of travel with investing in your fitness than the art of trekking. It's healthy, it's exploration, and it's fun. And one of the practitioners of this wonderful art in our midst is Kiron Bhaskar, based in the US. In today's podcast, let's hear from him about what adventures he was up to of late.
Hey, hello friends, I'm Kiron Bhaskar. I'm going to talk a little bit about hiking and some outdoor adventures today. 2020 was a year of change for the entire world, and you know this. Life was disrupted like never before. People everywhere were suddenly imbibing too many learnings and changes. My experience was no different, but I realized that health and fitness is one of the most important things in life, and also that, you know, at that point in time I was overweight for my height, 5 feet 4 inches, standing at about 194 pounds or 88 kilograms. I had very low endurance. My energy levels was low. I was very slow moving when it comes to walking or running. It was at that point that I made the decision to change the status quo by taking a very aggressive approach to focus on my health and fitness, and that was done through outdoor activities that I enjoy doing. So my fitness journey began by walking about 15 miles a day on average as I started it, along with a controlled diet. It had to be done early in the morning because I was still working full time, so I had to find time to do 15 miles a day. And I continued to sustain the pace for the next 6 months or so. I slowly started to build up some endurance. I started to see some changes in my weight loss, and that helped me with some increasing pace and speed as well. It was a blessing that my home is in Farmington, Connecticut. It's closer to two lovely states that have multitude of local trails that are good for hiking. Steep Rock Preserve, Wadsworth Falls, West Peak, Castle Craig, Stamford Block, Roaring Brook. These are some of the trails that are nearby that has waterfalls, great views from the summit, and so on. So I'm blessed in that regard. The seasons came and went, but I carried on with my journey. I continued to do my walks and hike. I could sense my energy levels increasing. Slowly but surely, I was getting back my health and fitness, and I could really feel it. Scaling 4,000 feet altitude on a mountain is considered the first rite of passage into the hiking world. So if you're from Northeast, you know about 4,000 footers in White Mountains in New Hampshire. I did 3 of these back to back, carrying about 50 pounds or 23 kilograms in a backpack. Let me tell you that, hiking them was no walk in the park. But at the end of the day, the majestic spectacle awaiting me at the summits of these mountains was nothing short of a natural miracle. Really enjoyed doing it. It was a struggle, to get up to the top carrying a 50-pound pack. Mount Rogers was the first that I did. It is the highest natural point in Virginia, with the summit elevation of 5,729 feet, or about 1,700 plus meters above sea level. It's a 12.4 mile or 20 kilometer trail featuring some exotic wildflowers, wild animals, and considered to be a difficult trail, or rated as a difficult trail. So that was my first. I then ventured into Franconia Ridge Trail in the White Mountain Range that has 3 4,000 footers that you do in a day. It's about 8.8 mile long. The first was climbing Mount Lafayette at 5,259 feet or 1,600 meters. It is the second highest range of peaks in the White Mountains in United States. With all that experience garnered, I was able to hike the largest peak in northeastern US, Mount Washington, which stands tall at 6,288 feet or 1,900 plus meters. Mount Washington is considered one of the dangerous hikes, as it is notorious for its erratic weather. You can have summer-like weather at the base, and as you cross the tree line, you can have maybe spring like weather, and then once you cross the tree line with the wind chill and the cold temperatures due to altitude, it will almost feel like winter up at the summit. And then the wind gust can exceed 60 miles per hour, occasionally making it one of the most dangerous hikes. Not only did I survive, but I started to feel much more energized at that point in time, and I really enjoyed that hike and consider it as one of my accomplishments in 2021. So at this time, my energy now boosted big time. I added long bike rides and kayaking to my outdoor activities. Adirondacks is one of the prettiest places in the planet during the fall foliage, or the peak of the fall foliage. Adirondacks Mountains form a circular dome about 160 miles or so, or 260 kilometers. And has over 200 lakes around the mountains. So I did a kayak backpacking in Adirondacks for 3 days with an average of about 10 plus miles, or paddling and hiking. It was not solo hikes. I joined a hiking group so as to be able to hike with other experts and learn from them in the process. Looking back, the year to 2021, I completed about 35 different hiking trails, averaging 6 miles per hike, and made several hiking trips, totaling more than 3,000 miles in 2021. With this increased agility and fitness level, I completed the modified triathlon of a 7-mile walk, 5-mile kayaking, and a 21-mile bike ride, all in a day. Did a 28-mile super marathon, or marathon plus, however you want to call it. I was able to do my first 100K bike ride in a day. These are things that I could not even have dreamt of before 2020, before COVID. Pre-COVID, I don't think I would have even imagined I was capable of doing a marathon plus or a 100K bike ride in a day. But these are some of the things that helped me realize the importance of health and fitness, and put a rigor to it, as soon as COVID hit. Before COVID, this is something that I would have never dreamt of. So one of the things that I really enjoy is capturing those in my phone camera. The splendors of nature that I could capture on these outdoor adventures were fabulous indeed, and I enjoyed every bit of capturing it. I doubt if my camera could do justice to what nature has to offer at her best. Many of these mountains are less traveled, which kept the pristine beauty of the nature intact and in top condition, and I can vouch for that. Especially the Adirondacks area is a natural preserve. No motorized vehicles are allowed. Only access to these campgrounds and hiking trails are through kayaks and canoe. That makes it pristine from that perspective. There is no noise. It's absolute peaceful in those environments. I could not have enjoyed it if not for these adventures, and I can guarantee you, outdoor is the place to be if you really want to enjoy the nature at its best. And there are multiple ways to enjoy it, from hiking to kayaking to backpacking, to name a few. Biking is another one. Several are the mountain ranges to trek, and the lakes and the water bodies to kayak. Look around, find a natural trail or a mountain close to you. Put on a pair of shoes or hiking boots or whatever, and and go hiking. Take the water and some food to sustain as you go, if it's going to be a long hike or a long paddle. The more you walk and hike, the more you'll find how much you can be, with Mother Nature, and enjoy the serenity and have a very peaceful setting. I really enjoy being in the nature and enjoying the natural beauty and the serenity while at peace. As people of my generation cross the age 50 milestone, and many of us already have, it is all the more important to have health and fitness as a top priority in life. I think there's nothing more important than health and fitness. There is no greater blessing for a person than to possess a sound mind and a sound body. Do outdoor activities that you enjoy and keep moving. And have fun, guys.
You were listening to Kiran Bhaskar sharing his trekking experiences with us. That was a CET 93 FM presentation.